Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new episode of Baby Steps to Health. If you have been trying any of the tips that I've been giving in the past couple videos, comment below and let me know, and tell me how you're feeling. Tell me if you notice any symptoms, if you have been doing them, if you notice any positive symptoms, I should say, maybe more energy or something like that. Let me know. I would love to know that I'm making a difference in even one person's life. So yeah, okay, today I will be talking about salt. So typically people will use regular table salt that you can just buy. Any store will have it, and you just buy a random one off the shelf, and that's what people use, and that's what will often be in processed foods like chips and cookies and things like that, is just basic table salt. So today's video, I'm going to talk to you about why you should be starting to consume pink Himalayan salt rather than table salt. So table salt is something like 95% just sodium, and then like a very small percentage of added iodine. So like it's artificial iodine that they just add in, and that's basically all it is. So the reason why that is bad for you compared to pink salt is because there's no extra minerals, natural occurring minerals that are essential to the body. There's nothing like that in there. So you're getting a very high dose of sodium per serving, and it'll dehydrate you, it'll cause blood pressure issues, things like that. So I haven't consumed regular salt, table salt, in probably 4 years, 3 years, I don't know. It's been a long time. I made the switch a long time ago when I just tried pink salt for the first time at someone's house, and I liked the taste of it, but I didn't really know there was any benefits or anything to it. So I made the switch just because I personally liked the taste better. And then throughout research, I've realized over the years, like, actually how nutritious and beneficial it is to be taking pink salt rather than table salt. So today I thought that is a good baby step to health, is just switching your salt. So I'm going to now talk to you about the benefits of pink salt. And as you can see, I've had this probably like maybe 2-3 months, not even. We go through pink salt a lot around here because it's the only salt we use. I even use this, like I use it in baking, I use it in everything. So you guys know that people say it's always so nutritious to like walk along the ocean and breathe in the ocean, or like the mist from the ocean, or swim in the ocean. It's because there's natural salts, and these salts are like sea salts. These are packed with minerals. So pink salt is not from the ocean. It's actually, I think it's hand mined. I think all of it is. I'm pretty sure, hand mined. It is definitely. So it's from the Himalayan mountains, so it's not from the sea. So because it's from, like, it's in the mountains, in the rocks, you're getting a lot of naturally occurring minerals. So the difference between this and table salt is table salt, like I said, it's like about 95% sodium. This is only about 85% sodium, 80 to 85% sodium. And then there's 15% of essential elements that we need, that are in here that we need for our body. Things like sulfate, magnesium, calcium, potassium, etc., etc. There's lots of good stuff in here. So the good thing about pink salt is that, first of all, you're going to have a less sodium per serving. So if you take 1 teaspoon of pink salt or 1 teaspoon of table salt, you will notice when you're eating it that table salt is much saltier, at least in my opinion. So not only if the recipe calls for a teaspoon, like you'll put a teaspoon in, but of table salt, you will kind of train your palate to need that much saltiness. So when I made the switch to this a long time ago, because this isn't as salty, and I put 1 teaspoon of this one in a recipe, it's not as salty as the recipe should be, baking and regular food wise. So you kind of train your palate to not need as much salt. So that's the first good thing. But the second thing is that you won't be having as much salt per serving if you take pink salt, which will then help to lower your blood pressure. It'll balance electrolytes in the body, which is especially because of all the minerals. The minerals in this will help balance electrolytes in the body. It'll regulate osmosis in the cells, like in and out of the cells actually. Detoxifies the body, improves circulation. The list is unending. It helps with joints, like relieves joint pain. And that's probably due to the magnesium in this. So there's a lot of benefits to taking this. And like I said, because it is not as salty, if you just add a teaspoon of pink salt versus a teaspoon of table salt, you will notice the complete difference. And you're just really consuming so much more sodium. when you take table salt. And I think that is why a lot of people have issues with blood pressure and things like that, is because we're like, in our society, we're so used to not only having salty things, and I'm not, you know, talking down to anyone, because I love my salty foods. I do love a good bag of chips and things like that, and I always go for extra salty, which is awful, but we're so used to having so much salt in our diets that it just really has created health issues. And the worst part is that we're consuming salts that don't really have any nutritional benefits to it. Yes, table salt has added iodine, but it's artificial, and you can get iodine through other sources. So in the end, you're doing more harm than good consuming table salt. So I would recommend making the switch. Pink salt is not that much more expensive, and if you just taste pink salt, like sprinkle some pink salt over avocado or something like that, you will notice like it's just such a more delicious flavor, and it's a little bit chunkier because it's like beads, it's chunky. It's a little bit more coarse. You really get such a delicious flavor. I can't even explain it. It's so good. So yeah, we definitely will use pink salt, and I recommend you give it a try at least, and I promise you won't hate it. It is so good, but it really will help with you know, eliminating toxins from the body. And like I said, we already don't get enough electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, things like that. That's why I like to drink a lot of coconut water, because it's like basically like nature's Gatorade. It balances your electrolytes in your body because of its high potassium and magnesium and things like that. Well, so is this salt. So switching over to this will already help with your electrolytes, which will therefore help with your energy and all that. So this is awesome. So the next thing I just want to say, if you don't just want to use pink salt for everything, I also do love pure sea salt. I don't know if you can see this. I get all of this from Costco, by the way, if you're just wondering. Pink sea salt, this is like the coarse one. I will sometimes use this just to sprinkle over some like homemade dark chocolate, or if I make some like chocolate chip cookies, I'll just sprinkle a little bit of the sea salt. So that's the only time I actually use this salt, hence the reason why it's still so full, and I've had it for over a year. But I do want to say this is still better than just getting regular table salt. So fine grained sea salt is definitely better than just, like I said, table salt. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say about pink salts. You can definitely do more research and Google more benefits. Like I said, I just listed the basic ones, but there is really so much more benefits than just that to taking this. So let me know if you do make the switch, or if you've made the switch recently already, and tell me, like, let me know how you've liked it. I personally am in love with pink salt, and I would never go back. So yeah, I guess actually I keep hitting the table, but that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you are all doing well and feeling healthier if you've made any of these changes from any of my previous videos, even if it's just one change. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. But if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!